I'm Shannon Cake.
And I'm Cashmere. After their boat sank, two men lost at sea for 4 days wondered if they'd ever make it home.
This morning, their tiny rescue boat washed ashore in Boca Raton, carrying them to safety. This is a story you saw first on 5 this morning on Today on 5.
Tonight, we have team coverage beginning with News Channel 5's Evan Axelbank, who is live for us in Boca Raton with the very latest on this story. Evan.
Well, Jay, Shannon, imagine what a sight it must have been for those two men. After 4 days stranded at sea, they washed up here in Boca Raton. The two men who washed on shore today owe their lives to something only a little bigger than a bathtub.
It's kind of exciting for everybody. We're just glad that the outcome was good.
They started their journey in the Florida Keys only 4 days ago in a boat that's similar to this one, but a bit older. The one you're seeing here is a 41-foot Hatteras that we found in a nearby marina.
Ayres is probably one of the best-made boats in the world. Matter of fact, they're often described as bulletproof.
But the two men told rescuers in Boca Raton that debris punctured a hole in their hull, leading their Hatteras to take on water. They grabbed what they could: rope, oars, a bucket, and packs of cookies and crackers.
Those type of things happen pretty fast, and if they sank the boat, or the boat sank on them, they must have been taking on a tremendous amount of water, much more than they could pump out through the bilge pumps.
Kevin Foley's boat is parked alongside the one that's similar to the one that sank. He spent 50 years on the water and was thrilled to hear that the two men were largely okay. Firefighters only said that they were suffering from dehydration and fatigue.
Oh, it's terrific, yeah. I'm glad they did. Obviously, they knew what they were doing, and I guess they're in the water quite a while, so they've had some safety training, and I'm glad they made it.
Their life-saving dinghy was towed away mid-morning after doing exactly what it was designed to do. Often these kinds of incidents happen with undocumented migrants, but in this case, the Customs and Border Patrol agents checked both men out and found that both were indeed American citizens. In Boca Raton tonight, Evan Axelbank, WPTV, News Channel 5.
Evan, thank you. After spending days at sea, the two men were found dehydrated and exhausted. And News Channel 5 has just learned the survivors were released from the hospital this afternoon. News Channel 5's Marissa Bagg continues our live team coverage from Boca Raton Regional Hospital with their side of the story. Marissa.
Yeah, Jay, I think it's probably home asleep, getting some much needed rest. Their will and determination to take it on this morning. What started out as a quick trip to the Bahamas to try and pick up some boat supplies ended up to be a nightmare for the both of them. Spoke with Michael Ayres, the owner of that 41-foot Hatteras, while he was in the hospital today. He tells us that he and his deckmate, 19-year-old Steffon Moore, left Islamorada right around noon on Saturday, and within hours, Ayres' 41-foot boat had hit some debris that was in the open water. It punctured a hole in the boat, and minutes later it began to sink. Ayres says there was really no amount of bailing out that could have saved this boat, and they scrambled to grab what they could and then jumped into that 9-foot dinghy where they would spend the next few days rowing. And the duo didn't eat much over time because they said the waters were so rough it really made them nauseous. All they could do was try to ration out that couple of gallons of water that they had to drink. And Ayres admit to me that at the time he didn't really have much hope.
How would you make it from Gunky and 12, 14, 15-foot seas in a dinghy to here? Our odds were terrible. If I was a betting man, I'd bet against it.
They are in pretty good spirits. I think they're got quite a scare, and are pretty happy to be here and alive.
I'm going to pick up Marissa's story from here. Ayres is from Michigan, by the way. He is a snowbird who loves being out on the water. He says he does plan to stay on land for a while. And again, that was Marissa Bagg bringing that report to us tonight.